Make up your minds now, because you will always receive what it is that you ask for. And oftentimes you're more ready for what it is that you ask for. And this is why it's so important to be very careful and very conscientious about the things that you ask for. Because sometimes we don't realize that our words have so much power. Words are literally a way to cast spells on ourselves. So when you speak of what it is that you don't want, but yet you're speaking as if it is an only option. For instance, if you are someone and you're speaking of a lot of the woes, the negative things that's happening within other people's situations and relationships, if you're speaking to those things as if that is the only option for you, then you'll begin to see these things show up into your physical reality. You have the ability to impress positive thoughts in your subconscious mind. Now, we're going to be inundated with so many different things from external factors. You're listening to music, you're going to hear negative things. You're watching media, you're going to pick up on negative things as well. You're just coming in contact with people, and they're going to more than likely project negative things. But you have to agree with those things in order for those things to solidify in your subconscious mind. So even if you're in the midst of someone, like for instance, there's this talk in regard to relationships now, especially when it comes to some of these artists, and they're having a lot of issues within their relationships, but these same people speak about relationships in the very worst ways possible. They speak negatively towards other people's relationships. And so this is what they're beginning to see in their reality. So even if you hear these things, you have the ability to shift that dynamic by affirming the opposite. So although you're hearing people say a lot of negative things in regard to relationships, situations, life in general, you can speak the complete opposite, affirm the opposite for yourself. And I'm going to share a few affirmations here. The present is a gift. Only good things come to me. I always receive the very best in perfect ways with no harm to no one. Nothing can stop my success and my greatness. I have true love, I have stability, I have peace and happiness and harmony in my life. And this is another one that is very powerful, and that is, the genius within me is released. I now fulfill my destiny through the power of the Most High, Christ, Yeshua. Allow yourself to be transformed, and don't allow yourself to live out a self-fulfilling prophecy in the form of things that you hear other people experience. Like, yes, you're going to hear negative situations happen with others, but if you come into agreement with these things, for instance, if you just go along with what it is people are saying and allow that to solidify in your subconscious mind, then unfortunately you'll begin to see that out picture in your conscious reality. You have the ability to tap into a higher resonance, which is that super conscious reality, because the kingdom of God is within, according to Luke 17:21. If you can tap into knowing that if you are the daughter or the son of the Most High, Christ, Yeshua, and that everything that Yahweh, that Elohim has, Abba has for you, it is not for you to be in this earth realm and experience pain, torture, turmoil, defeat, heartache, heartbreak, all those things that happen to people. But for you to be blessed, for you to be prospered, and for you to live from a space of abundance. Then you begin to see a completely different shift in your life. So although you're seeing these things happen outside of yourself, it doesn't mean that it's something you have to touch and agree with, and it doesn't mean that's something that you have to experience. I don't care what your demographic is. You can be that percentage that is actually thriving. Okay, so I know there is like I mentioned about some of these people that are put into our peripheral, put into our media as if it is something that we need to identify with. But this is a tool of the enemy to keep people in a lower space of servitude, to keep us in a mentality of a master servant dynamic. When you're agreeing with negative situations, or that ninjas ain't blah blah blah, or y'all, I'm trying to skirt over that topic as much as possible, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. When you agree with this negativity, that relationship dynamics, or just living in this world is supposed to be a lot of doom and gloom, then more than likely you have bought into the mainstream programming and propaganda. And you can be set free from those things by being very careful what it is that you're allowing yourself in. Stay tuned, because I'm going to follow up this in a few minutes with a prophetic message that I have in regard to guarding the gate, and how God has put up a watchman at the gate for you, and what that means when it comes to guarding your ear gates, your eye gates. Okay, the eyes are the window to the soul. Okay, your ears are picking up on so much that can really change the trajectory of your life. Stay tuned.